talk to you. I'm testing out some equipment. I thought, what better way to do it than to go live? So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of my favorite tips. I've got a couple of relationship breakup tips on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Damon Moore page. But out of those 50, there are two that I think are really useful. And so I wanted to take a moment and talk to you about those. So uh, the first of those two tips is that you should change your passwords. So actually, let me take a step back and give you a little background. So I'm an attorney. I've been practicing since 2005. A significant part of my law practice involves helping people in domestic relations issues. So that could be uh, divorce, that could be child custody, that could be any number of other areas within the domestic relations space. So I've encountered a few situations over the years after helping a few hundred clients. And one of the areas that I think is very important that I want to share with you when you know that you're going to be leaving a relationship, especially one that might lead to litigation, uh, you're going to want to change your passwords. So if you've got, and that could be passwords for anything. I mean, it could be for the Google or Gmail or Yahoo or whatever your email account is. You definitely want to change that. But also for social media and anything else, you would be surprised at how often I have and I want to be careful with how I say this, but I think the safest way for me to say it is that there's a surprising number of people who use their or who access uh, their soon-to-be ex or their ex's social media accounts or email accounts, and they monitor what it is that that person is doing, so that they can uh, get an advantage on them in litigation. And a lot of times, the other party has no idea that it's happening. You know, you might tell uh, your your guy or your girl your password for some reason, and you've forgotten that you even gave the password to the person, but that person still has it, or they have a password to one type of account and they use that to obtain access to other types of accounts. That kind of thing happens all the time. And so one of the things you want to make sure that you're doing is changing those passwords when a relationship ends. Another thing that you want to make sure that you do is go and what some people call scrub or clean or delete or change your social media uh, images. You'll go through and if you see things that are in or on your Facebook page that don't portray you the way that you think you should be portrayed, then you want to get rid of those things while you can, because once the lawsuit, once if particularly if a lawsuit is filed, once that lawsuit is filed, sometimes or many lawyers will say that changing your or deleting things from that social media could create a problem for you. Some lawyers will tell you don't change it once a lawsuit has been filed. But prior to the filing of a lawsuit, there's certainly no problem with going through and deleting things that you don't think will cast you in the best light. I can tell you from my time as an attorney that when a person comes to me and is involved in a custody dispute or a divorce, one of the first things that I will do is look at their Facebook account, look at their or look at their Facebook page, or look at their Instagram, or look at their Twitter, or their TikTok, or any other thing that we can think of where they have where the opposing party has posted uh, material that shows them engaging in activities that we don't believe to be appropriate. And so if I'm doing it with or on behalf of my clients, and it's highly likely that the opposing party is going to be doing it to you. So you want to get out in front of that and make sure that you're removing things that don't cast you in the best light possible. And so those are two of the 50 relationship breakup tips that I think are really useful or helpful for you. If you find that information to be helpful, then please press the like button, subscribe, and then that way I can deliver additional information to you in the future. Also, if you have any questions, then feel free to leave them in the comments. I like to try to reply to people who've left comments. Uh, it's one of the best ways that I can make sure that I'm on top of the things that matter to you. So I hope that this has been useful for you. Again, my name is Damon Moore, and look forward to hearing from you. Take care.